Yeah, hi friends, welcome to Techie Study. So in this series, we are going to discuss about T SQL tutorial. So let's go ahead and do that. So introduction to T SQL overview. To interact with databases hosted on Microsoft SQL Server, MS SQL, we use Transact SQL, which is Microsoft's implementation of the SQL standard. The DBMS runs T SQL queries. The client, for example, an external program, sends a request in T SQL using a special API. Microsoft SQL Server executes the request and then sends the result to the client. Let's see the diagram. So Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft SQL, the client will send the T SQL query to database and it will send the response to the client. This is the request response model in Microsoft SQL. So T SQL can be used to query data for analyzing purpose, and it is also a valuable instrument in a data analysis tool. Additionally, T SQL is a procedural programming language which makes it possible for developers to create business logic on top of Microsoft SQL Server databases. So we can write source procedures, views, functions, triggers, and cursors, subqueries, etc. So those all things we are going to see in future sessions. So SQL versus T-SQL. SQL, structured query language, and Transact structured query language are both query languages that are used to communicate with relational databases. However, there are some differences between them that you should know. Here are some main differences. Okay, SQL and T-SQL. SQL is a standard query language. T-SQL is implementation of the standard. So declarative language, procedural programming language, standard syntax. Extended syntax includes non-standard functions. It's a open source, a proprietary, and owned by Microsoft. Okay, this is the difference between SQL and T-SQL. So types of T-SQL commands. So data definition language (DDL), data manipulation language (DML), data control language (DCL). So let's go ahead and see one by one. So data definition language. Transact structured query language can be used to create, alter, and delete various database objects like databases themselves, tables, stored procedures, views, and so on. A database object is an entity that can store reference of or work with data. So below are the commands part of DDL. We will use in real-time scenarios, and everywhere we are going to use this is the DDL commands. Create, used creating new database objects. Alter, used for modifying existing database objects. Drop, used for deleting database objects. Truncate, used for deleting data from database objects. These all things we are going to see in next sessions. So data manipulation language, DML. We can use TSQL to work with data. These commands are part of DML. Select, insert, update, delete. These are the commands we will call as data manipulation language. Select, used to extract data from tables. Insert, used to insert data into tables. Update, allows us to edit the existing data. Delete, used to delete data from tables. So we can see coming sessions multiple statements, insert, update, delete, everything. Let's see in next future sessions. Data control language, DCL. The data control language is a sublanguage responsible for the administrative tasks of controlling the database itself, mostly granting and revoking database permissions for users. In SQL, this is corresponds to the grant, revoke, and deny commands, among others. So usually the DCL part, the DBS, SQL DBS will take care. In sometimes developers also will take care of giving the permissions, revoke, and deny. These all things sometimes developers also will take the control and work on it. In case just some of the clients they have full control on developers also. In that case, they will also do the administrative work. So this is about T SQL introduction if you like. So please subscribe to my channel and share it to your friends. Do like, comment for better reachment to the people. Thank you so much.